Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WWE Aftershock. I think this is season 4, episode 11. But you know me, I never know the episode titles, John.
Nope.
I'm on the Birdman Finch. And he's making his epic return to Aftershock. I completely ruined it by giving him a really bad introduction. But it's Ken Tut. You have so many nicknames, actually.
Yeah, we'll stick with that one. I think that one's the one we're gonna stick with.
I mean, you're better than Ori and Steve. Remember, they have like several, and you have to say every single one of them like on the show.
It took It was a big 5 minute intro.
I think Chris and I are the only ones that have nicknames that stuck. He's just Chris, and I'm on
Yeah.
the But yeah, you're making your yearly appearance on my channel.
Yep.
You're the Brock Lesnar of the channel.
Yep. I show up when I want to.
2024 you did good because we did GM that year. So,
Yes.
So, but yeah, we're gonna do Aftershock. I didn't really do a good job, obviously, as you heard, writing topics. I was supposed to make a list, and then I just didn't.
Yeah, we'll just improvise.
Yeah, I figured
I think that's what we normally do, right?
So yeah, we'll just improvise. But yeah, we're gonna talk about everything going on in WWE lately. Some of this stuff's gonna be a repeat because I've kind of restructured it with John's first time being on the channel. He hasn't been able to talk about any of this stuff. So I guess to start, you haven't been on. I don't think you've talked about the WWE product because the last videos you've been on, I think, have been GM.
Yeah. So the actual product itself, I've not been.
Yep. The last video you on, ironically enough, because again, we're improvising, was the episode of Aftershock when they did the John Cena heel turn. We had all that high hopes for it.
Yes, we had. That was the peak. I can say the peak.
Yep.
I call it that because immediately just took a downturn. Like everything we thought was like, oh, well, the cool stuff they might do, like The Rock could come back.
Yep.
John Cena coming back as a heel. Let's see, this just interesting, and they just, they chose the most boring option they could think of.
Yep.
They just did a lot of you people.
Yep.
Promos. The matches were bad.
Yep.
Travis Scott interfered in the main event.
Yep.
What else? Am I missing anything else?
Then
he turned face because it just dropped it.
Yep.
I'm a face again.
Yeah, you didn't even know it.
Dropped the belt and then just did a bunch of side quests. The rest was time in.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but his retirement tour was handled really. I think it's so bad to the point I don't think a wrestler for WWE is ever going to do a retirement tour again. That's how bad it was.
No, no, it was a drop ball. It's a massive drop ball.
We gave him 36 dates, which that was probably supposed to be towards the end because he was going to turn heel.
Yeah.
The idea was he's probably going to stay heel and not show up as much with the belt, but then the heel one flopped.
Yeah.
They had Punk go to Saudi for the Cena match, which was instead of doing it Money in the Bank.
That was a punishment.
I'm trying to think of other things they handled badly. The block squash. That was even after the heel turn. The block squash.
That's right.
A lot of people don't talk about this. I hated his last PLE match too. Not his last match, his PLE match with Dom.
I didn't see it.
So that was that Survivor Series. I actually haven't talked about this ever. So it was John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. And it was they called back the heel turn because they had Liv come back and hug Cena the same way Cena hugged Cody type of thing. I think it was just a bunch of interference. It was kind of Super Cena being Super Cena. It was a fine match, but not for his last PLE.
Yeah.
And then the R-Truth stuff, by the way, that's a big thing that
yeah.
he got released and then
I got nothing.
Yeah.
On that.
So
you just don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Gunther retires him. I'm one of those people that liked the finish.
I did like it.
They've done really nothing with Gunther since.
No, maybe that could be a topic in this video too.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about we didn't even talk about that actually off camera. So, but yeah, the John Cena retirement tour was handled badly. Probably the first signs too of TKO's takeover because again he wasn't even supposed to. That heel turn came out very quickly actually because the TKO got worried about that Elimination Chamber wasn't going to sell out.
Yeah, ticket sales in Toronto.
But then I think they were going to sell out the show regardless. They just got very worried.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so that just kind of says like how everything's kind of handled. Uh, obviously, how do you kind of how much do you watch? How much? I guess we should give that. I mean, I have the update, but give everybody else the update type of thing.
The simplest answer is I don't. I don't
Okay.
watch the shows live. I don't. I usually stick to clips or YouTube short videos because WWE isn't designed to be watched live, in
No.
my opinion. There's a lot of just a bunch of nothing, mediocre stuff. I think that's the best way I can describe WWE right now. This is kind of just mediocre malaise,
Yeah.
and it's been like that for a long time. They're more concerned with selling you products than they are giving you like actual reasons to care. Not saying there isn't like good talking points coming out of WWE. It's really just two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Which we'll probably get to in this video, but
Yeah.
there's only like two main things that get people talking, and there's not a lot of anything else.
Yeah, I feel like I did the State of the Address video with James recently, and I think the John Cena heel turn was the ultimate like jump the shark moment, but I think WWE we just didn't see it because obviously we were still really hyped from 2024.
When you're hyped and you're clicking on all cylinders and you got people talking about you, you
Yeah.
can do no wrong. When you're cold, the flaws and the faux pas start to show.
Yeah.
And even though those were there during the good times, like a lot more advertising and very slow moving plot threads.
Yeah.
They were still there. We just didn't really focus on them because the main event was so hot. The main event scene was so hot with Cody, The Rock, and everything else that we just didn't notice it until now.
Yeah.
Where instead you have Pat McAfee, and fast forward 2 years later.
Yeah.
Now Pat McAfee's in the main event, or a year, 2 years later. And,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my, this is stupid.
I think a big thing too is like The Rock not being able to be around really hurt them because I think this year would have been the Roman Rock match had he because like I think last year was gonna be Rock Cody. They would have found something for Roman, something bloodline related.
Yep.
The Rock was gonna because obviously Solo was never meant to take over the bloodline. That was supposed to be
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Then he wasn't available. So then
had to film Moana.
Yep.
Which bombed, by the way.
Yeah, that just came out, right?
Yeah. I didn't obviously I didn't see it. I saw the box office return. Like it's only made 100 million.
Damn.
On a $250 million budget. It is opening week. It's not a good sign.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like you have movies like Obsession and all that stuff, just like it doesn't
make it. That's right. It's getting highly praised.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say not making it. I was like, yeah, but yeah. So then The Rock wasn't available, and now it looks like maybe The Rock's gonna be available again, which is gonna get to one of our talking points.
Great.
But yeah, so we'll kind of talk about some stuff. We're going to break down the SummerSlam match card. I'm going to try to do it off the top of my head, but I'm probably going to have to look at my phone eventually, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Not
going to be much help on you on that
one. We'll get to the two world title matches. They're probably going to be the main event of each night of SummerSlam. How do you feel about SummerSlam being 2 nights now? I don't mind it.
I like it. I liked it when Mania had to go to 2 nights.
Yep.
The first time I tapped out of wrestling was WrestleMania 35.
Yeah.
Because it was 9 hours long. And it was like, that's not worth it.
No.
And then once they had to go 2 nights, I think it's been a great plan. And then you can fit more people on the show.
Yeah. I think, I hate to say that, but what's been like one of the, well, not the biggest positive, Tribal Chief's been the biggest, but I don't think Mania ever would have gone 2 nights if the pandemic.
That's exactly why they went 2 nights.
Yeah, and then they just kept it because it worked. But I think they should do it with other shows like SummerSlam. I like being 2 nights. The Rumble I think needs to be 2 nights because 2 Rumble matches on the same show
kills the crowd.
Yeah,
kills the crowd.
And then maybe I don't know.
I think Money in the Bank could stay at night.
Yeah,
I think King of the Ring also could stay at night as well.
Yeah,
Survivor Series they don't care about it to be 1 night.
Yeah, that can be 1 night. They could probably find other shows to be 2 nights, but that would be the biggest, like the Rumble.
The big 3.
Yeah,
should be 2 nights.
But yeah, so the main event of probably night one will be Cody Rhodes challenging. I almost said defending the belt because I'm so used to him being the champion.
Being champ.
But he's challenging for the belt against CM Punk. Obviously, this came together. Sammy finally won the title. He finished that story. Never winning a world title. He won it at Night of Champions. How'd you feel when that happened before we talked about the Punk stuff and everything?
I felt good for Sammy. I thought he got unfairly crapped on by some pundits.
Yep.
You know, oh, look at him. He isn't at the body of a world champion or anything like that. It's not like he dominated and won that. He won a roll up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And
it's a guy who's been in the business for a long time.
Yep.
And you know, you feel good. It's like, yeah, all right, good. He won the world title.
Yeah.
You can never take that away from you that he was given
well,
a chance to roll.
Unless he pulls a Chris Benoit.
Oh, well, it's not. I doubt he'll do that.
I'm just saying because Chris Benoit got that taken away from him. So
yeah, he did. But like that's I would like to think that Sammy is in a good headspace.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy when he won the world title. I was really shocked, because I was thinking, because Mania next year's in Saudi. I was thinking like they're gonna wait till then since that could be like his big moment. That could be the big story for WrestleMania next year.
Yep.
That could be like the night 1, night 2 main event. And then I'm like, oh. But then I was thinking to myself, he's doing a lot of interesting stuff. He's honestly, he might be the most interesting like character in all of WWE right now. I'm like, I would do it right now because I didn't know obviously this other stuff was going to come about when we did this. And then yeah, when he won, I was like, yeah, this works. It threw everything for a loop because we didn't know Oba was going to give his title shot at the time. So we were thinking maybe Oba's going to beat Sammy. I always knew he was going to have a short title one. I didn't think it'd be 9 days. But...
Yeah. Well, spoiler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Held the belt for 9 days. And I know I just said that Raw wasn't designed to be watched live, but the storyline they had for that episode where Cody gets attacked. Because Cody wins the number one contendership against Jay.
Yep.
Cody gets attacked. He's not clear to compete. Sammy's like, "Oh, I don't have to defend the belt. I can just go home." It's like, well, I promised these guys a title match, so they're getting a title match.
Yep.
And here comes CM Punk. Punk wins. They had a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was really good.
They had a very good match. Punk wins in his hometown. Sammy cuts this great promo afterwards saying this is BS. I should be champion. I waited 10 years and I lose the belt after 9 days after not knowing who my opponent was. I'm like, so I'm interested to see where that moves on.
Right.
I don't agree with like, oh, well, they're just going to let Sammy. This is like Sammy just kind of got squashed and it's going to be set aside as a transitional champion. I don't think he'll win I think this could add to the story.
Yeah.
If Sami Zayn wins the Rumble and still gets that title match at Mania next year in Riyadh again.
Yeah.
Where now you have built-in storyline ideas with Punk and Cody or whoever's the champion at the time.
Yeah. I think, Sammy losing the belt 9 days later. Obviously, I kind of figured he was going to lose the belt. I just thought it was going to be to Cody. So
he's always to Cody.
Yeah. But, writing off Cody, then CM Punk coming in, taking his spot, really worked. Made sense because, it was in Chicago. Chicago figured out pretty quickly that it was going to be Punk.
Everybody knew it was Punk. Except for Sami Zayn, apparently.
Apparently.
He's an idiot. He doesn't listen to the crowd.
But yeah, and then I think it is going to add to the story. Sammy's characters this year that he feels like, everyone's kind of against him in a way. And he's been working heel, but he hasn't had that full turn of like working heel yet. He's kind of a tweener for the most part. This is gonna be that moment where he finally snaps. SmackDown. I don't know if you'll see this by the time SmackDown's on, but SmackDown is tonight. Gonna be in New York. He's supposed to be there because on Saturday night's main event, maybe we'll preview that card too. But we should have us preview that first before SummerSlam. But I didn't really think of that till now. So
well, it's Saturday's main event. They don't care either.
But he's supposed to team up with Gunther to face Cody and Punk. So I think he's going to come out tonight.
So what do you think of that match? What do you think is going to...
So I think, we'll get this to a later point, because I guess because Gunther wanted to be in the title match originally. They because he had Sammy. They had say like took a mental health day type of thing last week. So Gunther wanted Nick Otis to put him in that match. He refused, so he booked this tag match. Gunther beat up Nick Otis. I think they've been wanting to do a match between Nick. You know who Nick Otis is, right?
Oh yeah, he's Magnus.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew him by that name. So, I think Nick Otis is going to come out somehow and like maybe cost the team the match because they want to do Nick Otis versus Gunther at SummerSlam.
I think Sammy might get a surprise roll up and either pins either Cody or Punk.
Yeah, maybe because they're supposed to because the baby faces can't get along type of thing.
Yes, and then Sammy weasels his way, gets it. Now he has a. Hey, I should be in the match.
Yeah, triple threat. Yeah,
or maybe they'll do like a special guest referee bit.
Yeah,
I would hate that, but I think maybe that's something they could do.
I mean, they just did that with Sammy with Cody and Gunther.
Oh yeah, so never mind. Never strike that from the record.
Yes.
But repeating ideas has never been an issue.
No. But yeah, as of right now, the match is Cody versus Punk. It's probably the biggest match that WWE, the biggest fresh match too that WWE can like do right now. Like they haven't really crossed past that much.
Nope.
They never really did an AEW, because Cody was basically out the door and falling, pretty fast when Punk got there, and then when Punk went to WWE, it just never really
tied up.
Yeah, now it ties up pretty well. They kind of teased it the night after WrestleMania. It might look better if Punk wasn't like if Punk was chasing, but Cody being champ.
Yeah.
But this one still looks just as well. What I think could come out of this too is, I think I talked to you about this off camera, and people have speculated this, and I think it makes all the sense. Is Punk could turn heel because CM Punk's basically in character been a hypocrite because his whole thing is he has like part timers.
CM Hogan.
Yep,
I've seen that.
So
I don't know how he got the black eye.
Yeah,
but I thought that was. I'm like, are they doing like? Are they leaning into it? Like he's Hogan from Mania 9 with the black eye?
Yeah. So,
just saying. I don't see anyone else bringing that up. I'm just like it's just something I noticed.
And then he came in,
punch him backstage,
and then he came in. He just won the title. He hates part timers, but yet him and his wife are kind of part timers, so it all kind of works.
You become the villain.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like you said, Punk's a better heel. He probably needs a change too. He's
been babyface pretty much since he came back from in wrestling in general.
Yeah, in wrestling in general.
Yeah.
And I think depending on the time, he needs. I think him being a heel would be a nice change. Cody needs it more probably though.
Yeah.
He's been face. I think it's AEW pretty much started, right? No, since he was face at All In. He's been a face for years.
Yeah, he's been a face pretty much again from the AEW start, and they wanted to turn heel,
and he wouldn't. So
yeah.
But yeah, Punk could work. I saw this meme the other day, by the way, that if Punk turns heel, like someone said, obviously this wasn't legit, but Cody's the greatest babyface because everyone that he goes up against like turns heel on him, like the Rock.
He's Sting.
Yeah. Or what? DDP.
Yeah. Sting has no friends.
DDP has no. I know this is well no. Didn't the same person like turn on DDP like twice? I'm pretty sure.
No. That was no. I think Sting, like Lex Luger turned on him twice.
I think Flair did too.
Flair did too. Which why would you trust Flair? But that's way in the past.
But yeah,
they've since reconciled and are now friends.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this match at SummerSlam. The way we kind of got here was very unnatural, but it's the very WWE way we get there,
Yep.
Cody just came out, asked for a title match, and Nick Otis just made it for him, so.
Said, okay, Cody.
Well, to be fair, I guess Cody got the number one contender. He got attacked, so it's not completely unnatural.
To be fair.
But not like the next world title match we'll get to, where that was very unnatural. But yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to Cody Punk. That's probably night one main event because Roman's always night two.
Yep.
And like Brock's not gonna wait all night to go on the main event. He's probably gonna be the opener on one of the shows. He ain't waiting.
He's gonna be free on ESPN.
Yeah. Did you hear too? it was Clash. Like ESPN got pissed. Like they put him later. Like they wanted him like to be on the free portion, but they put him on like he was like the first match when like it went to ESPN Plus like proper type of thing. So they were not happy about that.
Oh, that's something new.
Yeah.
Bunch of carnies.
And then yeah, so the night 2 main event looks like it's gonna be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
The story of the Shield.
Yeah, that continues.
Woohoo! With just these two, there's nobody else.
Nope.
There's no one else.
No one. Does not exist.
Nope. I mean, like Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah,
Kurt Angle.
Triple H. He was in the Shield at one point.
Yeah.
Was in the Shield? Wasn't there somebody else on the Shield?
Those are the.
Well, I guess Cassius Ohno, he was supposed to be in it. So.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
CM Punk's idea.
CM Punk made this group, by the way. He did. Paul Heyman, he was kind of working with the Shield, so.
Yep. So
Punk was working with Punk, and.
Yep, but no one else. No one else. I think it was Balding. At the time, got about hair. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was like a fan that snuck in.
Yeah.
That
happened once. Remember?
Yes.
That guy was in the Shield. Jericho, he was in the Shield technically.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he doesn't exist either. I guess though.
No.
So. Speaking of that, did you hear they aired the Hell in a Cell like video showing how dangerous it is? The Mick Foley stuff isn't in there. Like they didn't show the most famous like
two of the most famous bumps in the history of that match
is not there.
Yep. Because they're pissed at him because he said "fuck you," I'm leaving.
Yep.
And going to AEW.
But then yeah. So it's Roman, Seth. The storyline's there. You know they've been taking a lot of good jabs at each other. Again, we really got here unnaturally because Oba gave up his title shot because he wanted to face Brock.
What an idiot.
And then Seth, you know, yes, he never lost his belt. He's always had Roman's number, but he basically had to talk his way to get in this title shot when he really didn't earn it because
he lost.
He lost.
He lost round 1, actually.
He did. I mean, he didn't get pinned, but yeah, he lost in round 1. And then, you know, a lot of it's been Shield stuff. And again, I'm pretty Seth did this promo recently. You probably saw it, like where like the crowd just lost interest because the promo went on so long. The best thing about this build up actually has been that I don't know if you like LA Knight cut this promo on Seth, just telling him a new one.
Yeah, I heard I was like I call it the brother promo.
Yeah.
Let's go, brother. We're gonna go fight each other, brother. We're gonna get the same haircuts, brother. We're gonna have a match, brother. That sounds great, brother. Yeah. Seth Rollins, who is now he's the serious, droning, long promo, and I'm like, I'm kind of sick of you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sick of the Seth Rollins thing.
This match,
his matches are great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, his matches are great, but like. The long promo, the ridiculous outfits, the stupid song. I'm kind of mostly out.
Well, one of those things is gone. The outfit's at least gone.
Oh yeah, no, he's going basic.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, we've seen the Shield stuff. They're doing this match now because they couldn't do it at WrestleMania.
Yep.
It is interesting, you know. Roman took some pretty good shots at Seth this week, where like he mentioned. He had to fake an injury to get a world title again. You mentioned like he still had to use the briefcase to get the title.
Yep.
He mentioned that like Triple H, like his work dad, like is running the show, and like they gave him all his stuff, and he still couldn't be like the top guy. So like that stuff's been pretty interesting.
He's the guy that works for the guy.
But yeah, there is stuff to this. They're gonna air like for the next few weeks, like. Parts of the history, like they showed the Shield stuff this week, and
except for one,
cropped
out.
Yeah, cropped out. They showed like with Seth cashing at Mania and stuff. So there's still stuff there. Also, doesn't help that Roman's doing Bloodline stuff again. They're kind of they just basically took Jacob Fatu doing the role that he was he's in Jey Uso's role in the Bloodline. Which has been decently interesting. I feel like it kind of new to Jacob now a little bit. He had like a lot of good momentum kind of coming out of WrestleMania.
Yep.
And now it's like now the momentum's gonna be kind of gone now type of thing. He's kind of back to what he was doing
with Solo.
Yeah.
Except that was thrown.
Yeah. So, But yeah, this match probably will probably rule at SummerSlam, and it'll have a lot of good stuff in it. Um, Roman being there too, like, helps the show overall. Like,
course.
uh, he's probably the biggest star in the whole promotion. So he's been there more frequently.
Yeah.
He's been full time up until like recently. But
So, what do you think? You think he's gonna probably just keep the belt? He's gonna beat Seth and keep the belt.
yeah, I think this bloodline, these legs of the bloodline angle, have a lot of life to it. I feel like it wouldn't really make sense to take the belt off him. I guess the thing that sucks is like because he's gonna disappear. Because now I think because he said all summer he was gonna be full time, so now, I imagine SummerSlam he won't be full time anymore. So we probably won't see him again until
Maybe Survivor Series when they do another War Games match.
that, or I don't even know if they'll do it next year. But if they do the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, because every year at Crown Jewel they do like the Crown Jewel
Championship.
Yeah, which is like a kind of a waste of a Roman
The
appearance.
rings.
So, yeah,
One ring to rule them all.
and that's what that Seth got hurt doing that match.
Yep.
And it meant there's no. Yeah, to the Crown Jewel things, as like survive, like they'll put him up, really hype him up, and then you don't hear like you'll hear about him for like maybe 2 weeks.
Yep.
So, but yeah, this SummerSlam match, the build's been like whatever. It's just we're just doing a lot of repetitive stuff. And again, this kind of brings back our point. If the Walk's available, they'll probably be heating the bloodline angle. So maybe the Walk could come back to do a match, which is probably 2 years too late.
Yep.
Because maybe it will be 2 years too late because it'll be 2027. Like the match should have happened when it was like the hottest, when the Walk was in his final boss gimmick and everything like that. But now it's just
Sucks.
And I feel like the Walk's gonna. Hopefully, the Walk kind of gets like some flack because he's kind of some of the reason WWE's in the shape that it's in. So, but other matches at SummerSlam, we're gonna. I guess we'll go over one of the women's world title matches. It's the only one on the show actually. We'll get to the other one maybe. It's gonna be Liv Morgan defending the title. First time, by the way, on television. She's been the champ since WrestleMania. She's facing Io Sky.
Stephanie Verker got hurt, and they ran out of ideas.
I actually meant to say this, and then we came to record this. Did you hear? Like Liv was in the tournament. They did like a bracketology, like breaking it down, and she was like on the panel, and she didn't even like know she was in the tournament. It was even like a surprise that like
Oops.
type of thing. But yeah, so the build of this hasn't been very good.
Can I guess the build? Can I get?
Sure. You probably read in the chat too. So.
Let's see here. Io, because I know Io beat her in the final.
Yep.
As I beat you once, I'm gonna beat you again. Okay, great. Judgment Day interference.
Yeah.
Liv stands tall.
Yeah,
That's
basically been the build.
Yeah.
And
then Io will face people of the Judgment Day, whether it's Raquel or Roxanne.
Yeah, she already faced Roxanne, so and now Raquel will probably do at some point.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone so under.
Oh yeah.
Raquel, every time she comes out, she gets no reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, this build hasn't been very good. Some of this build depends on how much you like Liv Morgan. As you know, Chris doesn't like Liv Morgan. I'm kind of in the same boat.
I think she's a great character. I don't think she can wrestle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And this Judgment Day stuff's been going on a while. I literally told you they lost. They had Finn go to SmackDown, but like mid feud and everything. So
Judgment Day is that old question of like, if you buy an old car and replace all the parts in the old car, is it still the same car or is it different?
Yeah. I think Judgment Day has been very exciting since, I would say probably since Rhea and Damien got kicked out of the group.
2 years.
Yeah. It's Don's probably the best person in the faction, I would say. Well, now, yeah, he is. He always kind of has been. And then, but yeah, this build hasn't been very exciting. We're missing the big thing, like you said. This is Liv's first title defense. The fact that she hasn't defended the belt much.
Joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. She's basically been. She's the I always like the Dean Ambrose U.S. title reign where she has had this belt all this time and has never defended it type of thing. So, um, I think it's pretty obvious too that Io's probably going to lose, considering the fact that she beat her in the finals.
Probably.
But I don't know. Liv's coast, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So,
Danhausen.
that's why she lost the finals because Danhausen coast her. So, Danhausen. We don't know how long the coast lasts and all that stuff. So, she could lose. She's been trying to get Danhausen to lift the coast on her. So, that's probably the most interesting thing in the build. It's not even nothing to do with it.
And Danhausen's not going to fight Liv Morgan.
So, yeah, I think maybe Io wins because, that curse, that's real shit, by the way, too. Like,
what the cursing or this the
curse? I would say the curse.
Yeah.
It helped the Knicks win the
NBA title.
NBA finals. So,
good for them, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, so maybe Io Wells win because that curse.
It's very potent.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Then other stuff on SummerSlam. We have a men's IC title match. It's Chad Gable challenging Penta. We got there pretty interestingly. Ever since the OG original Americano got it exposed, Chad Gable's been on an apology tour. He went to apologize to all the luchadors he's like beaten up and stuff.
We're sorry.
And then he tried to apologize to Alpha Academy, but he's just done so much damage that one couldn't be fixed.
Yeah.
And then he won the gauntlet match this week to get the title shot. This has been a good story for him because he's been trying to get the IC title for years. He's been on a good redemption arc. It's also in Minnesota, where he's from.
Yep.
This is where he lost the first time. I don't know if he faced Gunther years ago. This was the match that Gunther had to win to become the longest reigning champion. So it's going to be in the same because his daughter cried during that match. Yep. So good story. Yep. I kind of wish he was facing a heel.
Because we like Penta.
Yeah.
If this was Dominic Mysterio.
Yes, it would work.
Yeah. But it should be good. It should be a great match.
This actually there was a connection here because when Penta debuted, he faced Chad Gable, and Chad Gable lost, which caused the weirdly enough, the original Grande Americano gimmick to get created. So there actually is history between them and everything like that type of thing. I hope they do some promos to build this up. Because they can both talk. Penta can do the video the pre-recorded promos, and Gable can talk about this. So this is gonna be some good stuff. Anything you want to say? I
think probably Chad would win.
I would think so. It's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's getting a really good push right now. You can have great matches with the IC title too, with Rusev, Ethan Page. Do you know Ethan Page?
I've seen him on.
Yeah, he's good. He can face
face Dom.
Yeah, he faced Dom. JD McDonough.
Yep. If they want to do Austin Theory with
Austin Theory. Yeah, because there's that connection. There's a lot of Braun Breaker. Maybe that can get his career back on track. What's after that?
Lateral move. Get back to the IC title picture.
Logan Paul if he recovers. So there's a lot of people that Chad Gable can face. But yeah, and then the other match confirmed is a 6-man tag. Mr. 6-Man, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa versus the Bloodline, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu.
You mean Powerhouse Hobbs?
Who did I say?
You said Jacob Fatu.
Oh, I guess he's on both.
Switching.
Hey, Cody did that. Why not him? So, but yeah, it's voice keys. Yeah. This 6-man was built up pretty okay. LA Knight just continues to not get pushed. People want him to get pushed.
He'll never get it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a good thing about him is he's still really this company. Anybody else, I think, if they got fucked with this bad, people would have moved on. He's so over and so popular that no matter what you do with this guy, he's still gonna get a reaction somehow.
And Zack Ryder.
Yeah, but that got eventually neutered.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's
yeah.
You will not cheer this person.
Yeah, but LA Knight, has been wanting to take down the Bloodline. This is kind of really weird though, because you might not know this. They're kind of trying to make it seem like LA Knight has more history of the Bloodline than they're saying, but they really don't have as much history as they want you to believe.
No, I think it's just the one match.
Yeah,
Oh, two. He was in the 4-way.
yeah, he's in the 4-way.
So, and that's basically been it.
Yeah, like he doesn't have as much history as like a Kevin Owens or. I assume if Kevin Owens was around.
Yep, I think he tagged with the Usos.
Yeah, he did tag with the
Usos. Yeah, he just did.
Yeah, but yeah, LA Knight, has been trying to take down the Bloodline. Solo, they've been trying to recruit him back, and then he went face.
That's choice.
MFT's left him.
Brought for the best.
Yep. And then Voice Keys. This is kind of weird. Like Solo was trying to bring in Voice Keys to join MFTs. I think the storyline changed midway through because I would think it was supposed to lead to a match between Solo and Voice Keys, but then they changed it to now Voice Keys obviously has this because him and Jacob Fatu have a history from I guess the Indies and stuff.
Yeah.
So obvious, and now that Jacob Fatu like joined the Bloodline, Voice Keys is really confused, like saying that like they're not really family, like we're family type of thing. Voice Keys has been neutered a little bit, like he hasn't been doing as well. His WWE one's been really weird because he showed up at the Rumble, then he disappeared for like weeks. They did a video package for him. He won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and then
Has it been on paper, right? This is like his second paper.
This is his first PLE match. Because he was in, because he was doing the solo stuff. He lost to Gunther, and then then he lost in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament, and then I think this kind of shows like he lost to Jimmy Uso on SmackDown recently, and like Jimmy Uso is not really like the top Bloodline like guy.
No,
so he's like the fall guy pretty much.
Yep.
So same thing happened to LA Knight, but at least with LA Knight he lost with a roll up with feet on the rope. Like Jimmy Uso like beat him with a. I mean I guess there was interference there too, but still. But this 6-man's gonna be fine. I think. I don't really know who wins. I'm gonna guess the Bloodline will win probably because they want to if they want to keep that going, they probably have to build them up to win. But honestly, I feel like no one really benefits whoever wins or loses. Like if the faces lose, it's really bad for them. If Bloodline loses, it's really bad for them. I don't know why they're doing this match. This could be. I don't know if you know who this guy is. There's another guy. He wrestles. His name is Zilla Vatu. He's also in like the Bloodline family and everything like that. He's pretty huge in the Indies. He's wrestled in Booker's promotion. He's wrestled in other promotions. He showed up in TNA. Actually, I think he showed up in TNA. He was in like a 6-man tag with like Enzo of all things, which was really weird because I think Enzo had his own promotion going or something. This might be the avenue for like him to come in and join the Bloodline and everything like that. Which again, but repeated stuff because they did this with Solo years ago.
Yep.
And everything. But whatever. But yeah, this 6-man tag will probably be fine. It's to get everybody on the show, I guess.
Yep.
Jey Uso, I'm gonna guess he's not gonna be back until SummerSlam because he hasn't been on the shows like we talked about. I think since he lost the King of the Ring tournament.
No, he had the contendership match. It's Cody.
That's right. Yeah. I like how you remember this stuff, and you don't watch the show full time.
No,
so.
I don't.
But yeah, the contendership match against Cody, and then he he hasn't been seen since then. He was going through a divorce. Maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like. I don't even know what's going on there. Like they're saying he cheated on his wife because like he's been dating someone in NXT named Jada Polka, but I don't know if that's true or not. But whatever. I'm pretty sure that's all like the confirmed matches of SummerSlam. I'll check. We'll probably just predict what else will be on the show, but I want to double check that real quick.
So, you missed one.
What's the other one?
Owen Brock.
Oh damn!
Hell in a Cell.
Probably the best built match. On the whole. Yeah. So Oba Block. This is the end of the trilogy. Oba beat him at WrestleMania. Where Block retired, and then I'm pretty sure he came back like after we saw like the week after we saw each other actually.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Block beat him in the rematch. Obviously Oba wanted a rematch with Block. But how did you feel when Oba lost to Brock? Everyone kind of didn't really like that. I really didn't have an issue with that because I thought Oba looked strong in defeat.
I thought he looked strong in defeat. It took him 5 finishers, and he still barely got up.
And one of them was with the announce table on the outside.
Yep.
And when he like when they were doing the count off, they didn't do like the baby face that he just barely made it in. Like he got up. Oh, also Brock attacked him before the match too. So
you have built-in excuses.
He did.
Like,
and he survived the Kimura, which doesn't really happen much.
Yep. So I think he'll win here.
Yeah.
I thought they had a really good segment when they announced besides the dumbness of I'm giving him a title shot.
Yeah.
I thought Brock had a great. I was like, you could cut a good promo, which is something I never could do. That's why I have Heyman here.
Yeah.
And then he hits him in the balls. He gets out there, and you just hear Heyman goes like, "Now that was a good promo. Thank you." Shake hands.
Give us the best part when Brock said he don't watch the show. That's why he didn't watch the show. That's why he didn't show up when Oba was talking shit to him and everything like that.
Yeah, now I don't watch the show, but Heyman over here is telling me everything you're telling me.
And that's funny because Heyman wasn't even on the show like for those weeks. Yep. Like he was gone for a while. So, but yeah, I think Oba gets the win here. I don't think Brock's done. I feel like everyone kept saying like I know it's in Minnesota, it's in Brock's hometown, but I really don't know what to say when it comes to Brock anymore. I feel like we always think he's out the door.
I don't believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I believe it when he's dead and buried.
Well, like if he just doesn't come back for like a few years, I guess. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think Oba does get the win here. It's inside Hell in a Cell. Ever since Triple H took over, the Hell in a Cell has been a brutal structure ever since he took over again.
Yep, this is the first one since Punk and True, right?
Yes.
All right.
And that one was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
The thing I'm worried is I hope TKO doesn't throw like a sponsorship in there. Like
this is the Hell in a Cell match sponsored by Frank's Red Hot. You want a taste of hell? Frank Red Hot. You put that shit on everything.
Oh my gosh! And then they might make the cell red again because it's Red Hot is red, so they might go back to the red cell.
There you go. I just gave them a horrible idea.
Hey, maybe get royalties for it. So
I better get royalties for that.
But yeah, so but yeah, that's all the confirmed matches at SummerSlam. I think that is all of them now, actually. So, what are the kind of matches we think are going to get added? I'll start first maybe with a big angle that's kind of going on, the World Tag Team title match. Obviously, it will probably be the Vision versus Alpha Academy. They obviously kind of set that up this week because Maxine Dupree joined the Vision. It's been 2 weeks now, probably. And it's done pretty terribly. This was kind of one that Triple H told at a snail's pace for like weeks.
Yep.
It was kind of like an Easter egg thing where you would see like Maxine Dupree talking to members of the Vision. And he just took forever to get there. No one really cares about Maxine Dupree either, so it doesn't really help.
No one cares about Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Poor Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I know you want to talk about him. Why don't you talk about him?
He's the fourth most important member of his own group.
Yeah.
He's a silent muscle.
He is.
That's all he is now. Now Heyman left the group.
Yep. We think.
No, he pretty much has. He's like, I'm not dealing with you fucking losers.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is Logan Paul. He's gonna draw attention no matter what.
But he's hurt too.
Yes, they're focusing on Austin Theory and Maxine Dupree.
Yep.
And Braun Breaker's just like, all right, just go out there and spare someone. All right.
Yep. And then no wonder why he backs.
For the group that was designed for him to get him over, it has not.
Yeah.
I mean, he himself probably would be over.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. It's just he's in a bad. It's a cursed group. He needs to get out.
Yeah. This is one of those factions that needs to die. It should have died after the cage match. Like they should have lost the World Tag Team title.
The next day it comes out to Spears, Logan Paul, Spears, Austin Theory.
Well, maybe not Logan because he's hurt, but
just takes him out in some way. Or maybe when Bronson Reed comes back, maybe a little.
Yeah, maybe they'll wait for him to come back.
They'll do the bronze, and
Yeah.
Put him in with those two. Be like, all right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I guess him would be face then, right? Because the Vision's kind of the Vision are definitely
heels, but like.
Yeah. Well, if they play like the blondes, it'd be like a 2-on-1 because Logan's still hurt. It would just be
Yeah.
Theory versus those two guys.
Give
That's really,
build sympathy for Austin Theory, which no one will have.
yeah. You know, Chris keeps saying he sees big babyface potential in Austin Theory. So
I don't. I don't. He talks fine.
Yeah.
His matches are unremarkable.
Yep.
Doesn't have a distinguished look.
No. So
I don't see it.
But yeah, this tag title match, will be fine at SummerSlam. I think it's gonna be one of those Triple H. I'm gonna book you to have a title match in your hometown. You'll get like a really great pop. You'll do well. You'll lose. They should do something where like Chad Gable, like after the match, they lose. Maybe the Vision beats them down. He
Comes out and
makes the save.
Or bold idea. You have him win. You have Alpha Academy win the belts, and you have Chad Gable win the IC belt and send the crowd on that.
That'd be cool.
Like Braun just comes out, just spears Austin Theory, said, "I'm out of this group. Bye. Have fun."
Yeah,
and just leaves him to die 2-on-1.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it also kind of sucks that the Street Profits didn't have a long tag title. But I think about this more. It could be because like Bianca, and like Angelo Dawkins, like his wife just had a kid and everything like that too. So it could be because that could be something to do with it. Maybe they don't want to travel as much. Because Bianca's like pretty far along and everything like that. So, but yeah, that's a match that could get added. U.S. title match that could get added. Probably a 4-way match. I'm thinking Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and then we turn in Baron Corbin. Yeah, that would be a good 4-way.
Everyone stand up and get ready to go.
Yeah,
Baron Corbin's back in the company.
It was cool. It was ruined for a while. I thought he improved like in NXT. He did an NXT one. He looked much better.
Mm-hmm.
We'll kind of see what comes up. We'll kind of see. I haven't seen a lot of his work
Yeah.
since he's left WWE, so maybe he's better now, type of thing. Kind of feels like the same Baron Corbin though that we've like seen for years though.
So just okay.
Has a good finish. We don't know what his theme song will be yet because he's had 3 theme songs.
Yep. No, he's got cool moves.
Yeah,
like deep six is cool, and the end of days is a good finish.
Yep.
Just not much else after that.
Yep. So we'll see what kind of Corbin's like when he comes back. I think this 4-way could get added because they all have a connection with each other, or they could do a triple threat, like number 1 contendership on one of the shows. Have one of the guys win, probably Corbin since he just came back, and then maybe it's Trick versus Corbin. Trick's doing real well as U.S. champion. He's probably the highlight of SmackDown every week. He's being pushed pretty nicely. The Illuminati thing's really working. They have a really good partnership.
Yeah, that's an example of celebrity in wrestling that's working.
Yeah. You can tell he wants to be there too. He's not just like,
He's a good compliment to the
Yeah. And he's not there every week, and he doesn't overtake Trick's momentum either.
Yeah, Trick's the star.
Yeah. So
he's a hype man.
Yep. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know if Trick would lose the belt yet. It's probably time for him to move up to world title scene, but unfortunately, the world title scene's kind of too full for Trick right now with all this Punk, Sammy stuff's going on. But I would want them to pull the trigger soon, but we're not really, if Oba's not getting the world title right now, I don't think Trick's going to get the world title anytime soon.
That'd be silly. You want someone born in the 1990s to get a title shot?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Other matches that could get added, Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill. They've had a really personal feud recently. They had Jade attack Charlotte before her Queen of the Wind tournament match to face Liv, and then Charlotte cost Jade the Women's U.S. title against Tiffany. And then something else happened. Jade took out Alexa. So they may do some type of stipulation match, Charlotte versus Jade.
Yep.
It's been a dream match for a while. They've always wanted to do this match. They've had face-offs and stuff.
They wanted to do this match. I like Charlotte. I think she's a really good wrestler. I think she did get unfairly crapped on by some of us.
Yes. I feel like less so now that she's out of the title picture for the most part.
Yes, now she's not taking up, title. Like she's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
Jade, I think if you put her in with the right dance partner, it'll work.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah. Because Rhea and Jade, not at Mania, but at Clash, they had like probably one of the best matches of the night, which no one expected.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this match could be good, especially if you had a stip to it. Because I don't know why you wouldn't have a stip like street fight, something like that.
Some plunder. Get the plunder in there.
Yeah, gotta get this. Hey, they have to get the Slim Jim sponsorship in there. So
someone's going through a table.
Yeah, someone has to go through a table now.
Slim Jim Chekhov's table.
Yep. So yeah, that match could be added. I'm trying to think of other matches that could be added. I'm also trying to think of like feuds they're doing right now that would tie into SummerSlam.
Are they doing the GM versus Gunther?
Oh yeah, so yeah, Gunther versus Nick Aldis. I kind of told you about this one already. Makes sense for this to happen. Nick Aldis, I'm happy he's gonna finally get a match in WWE. I don't think he's gotten one yet. He hasn't wrestled like.
He hasn't wrestled for a while.
Yeah, I don't think he's wrestled since NWA because.
Do you think Drew will cost him?
Ooh, that's a good. Yeah, because him and Drew were kind of going at it for a while. That'd be interesting. Poor Gunther though.
Like I would hate that because Gunther can't beat
the
SmackDown GM like clean.
Yeah,
but it's an idea.
Or
maybe do it after the match where he just comes out and just beats the fuck out.
But Gunther really hasn't had the best year this year.
No.
He retired Cena, Goldberg, and 8. Well, I say retired, but they were gonna retire. Well, I guess more so. The only one he really retired in kayfabe was AJ. Because, well, I guess Goldberg. Because I guess he didn't say it was his last match in kayfabe, but Cena. But he really didn't. They didn't properly follow up that. Like,
no.
But whatever. Gunther probably will beat Nick Aldis. Did you ever hear on Unreal Season 2? I think I know this is unrelated, but Bruce Pritchard was going to throw out the idea of Pat McAfee beating Gunther at Backlash last year.
That's Bruce Pritchard for you.
Yeah. I don't know if he meant it, but like it was.
Keep me joking.
It was said, so. But that's another match that could happen at SummerSlam. I wonder what Sammy does on the show if he doesn't go into the title picture.
I would think he would. Like, or he would.
Maybe comes out and does a promo and like.
Yeah, I should be in the title match. Blah blah blah.
But he's been doing stuff with Gargano. Did you hear about Johnny Gargano? What's going on with him? He's
planking.
Yeah. So like maybe like
he's been planking for like 6 months.
Yeah. Meanwhile, his partner Tommaso Ciampa's like doing the work of his career like in AEW.
Good for him.
So I give it. If this doesn't end soon, I think Gargano might be on his way to AEW if they don't do better with him. But maybe like him and Sammy team up and they win the tag belts from Priest and R-Truth.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I'm just saying that because Sammy's had a lot of interaction with them. It's been going on for a while, so that has to lead somewhere. So, trying to think what else could he have done on the show. The women's IC title is nothing going on with that. Maybe Sol Raquel or Sol Roxanne Perez.
Yep.
Women's US title, like Tiffany's not really locked in with anybody right now.
Women's WWE title, Rhea's hurt, so that's
unless she can make like a quick recovery.
Yeah.
That's really tough. That's one thing that's tough. There's not really a direction for anyone going into SummerSlam except for like these matches.
No, they're just focused on. I think they'll probably do more with Saturday's main event.
Yeah, maybe they were just kind of waiting for that. Yeah. So, because a lot of people there on the show. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess we'll preview Saturday night's main event. There's some matches going on there. We have the women's tag title match. These belts are still a thing. It's Scream Mode, as they like to call them. Paige and Brie Bella versus two people you don't know. Fatal Influence. It's Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed. I think this is
about them.
Yeah, they were a heel group in NXT. The whole thing is like they didn't like the PC athletes like taking their spots and everything like that, which really doesn't make sense because like one of them It's a PC athlete. I guess it's a heel thing. One's a PC athlete. Originally, it wasn't Lainey Reed. It was someone else named Jasmine Nix in the group, but then she didn't stick with the company, so they replaced her. Um, they debuted really well on the main roster, though. They got like really good heel heat, like boot, boot out of the building type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was supposed to go somewhere like with JC Jade facing Rhea probably, but then Rhea's hurt, so they can't really do that. And Lainey Reed and Fallon Henley are the tag team. They've been kind of feuding with this team for a while. When I went to SmackDown in Providence, they beat well, Paige and Brie actually won, but they won by cheating. I know it doesn't make sense, but it was kind of like the faces out cheated the heels, where the heels kept trying to cheat, but then the faces cheated.
Yeah.
So, and then Lainey Reed beat Brie Bella in like a one-on-one match recently. They really didn't earn this title shot though, but whatever. That's kind of how it worked. It's Chad Gable has to go through this gauntlet match to even get an IC title shot, while people are just giving out title shots left and right. I don't understand that, but yeah, been a decent feud. I imagine they're gonna lose the belts because I think Paige. I want to see her do some other stuff. Like I want to see her do some one-on-one programs with people she hasn't faced. Because like Charlotte, I know they faced off in NXT, but they haven't in years.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill, I don't think they faced off when they were both in AEW. I think it's time for Paige to kind of move on with this tag team thing. I assume this was done because obviously Nikki got hurt, but maybe this was to kind of get Paige back in the mix because Paige wrestled a lot in AEW, but she was mainly doing tag stuff. So now that Paige is like back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Paige is your favorite,
Oh yeah. No bias.
I shouldn't. I got you in trouble before. I don't want to mention. We don't want to talk about that again.
Okay.
So, but yeah. And then other matches at Saturday night's main event. That tag match, like I mentioned.
Yep.
Cody and Punk versus
Sammy and Gunther.
No DQ match. Danhausen versus JD McDonough.
All right.
Danhausen.
You'd be the hometown boy.
JD McDonough and Dominic tried to pay off Danhausen to curse Oba so that way Dom could beat Oba, but then he didn't. He took the money and ran. So they're trying to get the money back. They stole like the New York's I must have the New York's Blitz, but the New York Knicks.
The Knickerbockers. Yep.
He stole like the jersey, like the custom made jersey that he has. Don's been wearing it the last few weeks.
Yep.
And Danhausen's kind of fucking with them. He put like powder in the briefcase, like when they open the money type of thing. He's been working on experiments. I don't know if like he electrocuted the Miz and Kit Wilson, so like they're stuck in like a catonic state now type of thing, which is pretty funny. He cursed. He didn't curse that Matt Cardona got electrocuted, and now like he like thinks he's Zack Ryder like sometimes, and then Danhausen keeps calling him Zack Ryder, which is really funny. Yeah, it's no DQ. This week he tried to curse Dom in the gauntlet, but he kind of fucked that. I don't know if you heard, like sometimes when he curses people now, like the pyro will go off in the turnbuckle type of thing. He tried to do that to like Dom, but he cursed like the wrong corner, so it didn't work, but then it did work. I don't know how that works. So, did you hear like they fucked up his disappearing? Like he was supposed to disappear like once, but they fucked it up, so that's part of his thing. So like the lights will go out, but when they come back on, he hasn't disappeared yet, so he has like one off. It's really Danhausen's I said Sami Zayn's the most interesting character. I think Danhausen actually might be the most interesting character in all of wrestling. I say of all of wrestling too. He might be.
He found his calling.
Yep. He's in the right company too. Like
the
AEW
didn't work with him.
No.
Some guys are better off in WWE than they are in AEW.
Yeah. Beauty thing, he like never wrestles, which is the best part too. Yep. Which is weird. The best character is someone that's not wrestling.
Yep, all you do is keep him backstage.
They're doing this match too because obviously this is the first like show I think WWE's doing in the Golden. He's he's the reason the Knicks won the championship.
Yep. No other reasons.
No other reasons. So he's probably gonna get a huge pop when he comes out. I don't think this match will go long. I don't know how long it could go. It is no DQ, so they could. The funny thing is, Danhausen actually isn't a bad wrestler. It's
No.
just no one focuses.
No, he's a character.
So, yeah, I think Danhausen probably gonna win that.
Yep.
That might lead to something at SummerSlam where Danhausen teams up with somebody to face Dom and JD at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
He did say he has some backup. It might be Zach. It might be Zach. Not Matt Cardona. Zach Ryder, because he did say he's from New York and everything. He told Matt Cardona that. So, what's the other match at Saturday night's main event? I gotta look it up. Let's see, Saturday night's main event. Let's see, yeah, you got that match, the tag title match, no DQ match. Oh, Bailey versus Lyra. So, Lyra Valkyria turned on Bailey. Did you see her new gimmick?
She's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like it.
I like the look.
Yeah, I like the look. Yeah. Probably should have done it the other way with Bailey going heel and Lyra staying face, because Bailey probably is the natural heel, but I'm willing to kind of see where this goes. It's pretty decent so far. I like the whole thing is Bailey. Everyone keeps turning on Bailey now, like with who did we say earlier? I know we said DDP. Sting. There was somebody else earlier that even led us to this point, though. I don't remember who it was.
We said no. Cody. Cody was
Cody. Cody.
Everyone turns on Cody.
So yeah, everyone turns on Bailey now. But I've enjoyed this though. I'm kind of willing to see where this goes. I think Lyra probably needed the turn too. She's been a face for a while.
Yeah.
But this is also the overarching issue. WWE's got no tag teams in the women's division, and they just go and break one up. So it's like, well, great. But something good come out of this. There's a lot of tension here. Like, they should have brought up that Bailey inadvertently cost Lyra a chance to like challenge for the belt while Becky was champion. I would love it if like they could do a partnership with her and with Lyra and Becky. I think that'd be really ironic, which would be cool. I say Lyra probably wins because it's her first match was like a heel.
Yeah. Or
the match could just get thrown out like
no disqualification.
Yeah, and then maybe that leads to something. This is such a TKO thing. Someone from the Knicks, he's like a big wrestling fan, is going to show up with Roman Reigns. I got to look up who it is because...
OG Anunoby or...
Oh, I could just read it myself. I don't know why I'm not... It says...
Jalen Brunson?
Yes.
Oh, the main star. Okay.
Because I think that's what caused all this, because like he's a big wrestling fan, so they... What do you think happened? Okay, I know we the curse is real, but say the curse isn't real.
Okay.
Do you think like they fixed the games so they would win, or do you think like they actually just started doing well, or does Danhausen do like a really good? Because Danhausen, he took a risk doing that to ruin it, because the Knicks didn't win the finals, it would have ruined his gimmick. So what do you think? What do you think happened?
I think the Knicks were a team that knew how to win, because they did it last year where we get down big and they make this giant comeback, and they beat the Celtics last year.
Okay.
So it's not nothing new, and they faced off against the Spurs, who are probably a little bit too young.
Okay.
Got a little bit too early. While the Knicks are a well cohesive unit and they know how to win.
Okay.
They may not have like the most top tier talented superstars, but they...
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know what will come of this segment. I don't think anything really will. It might just be like Roman Reigns comes out.
Seth Rollins, you suck. I hate you.
Maybe. Kind of a weird Roman appearance. I think it's Fanatics Fest is also there. Roman's there.
What do you think, Mr. Brunson?
Yeah. This feels like such kind of a TKO thing. I don't mind them doing this, I guess, because maybe this would have happened without the TKO thing, but it's like...
big hometown pop. Maybe Seth Rollins will come out and stomp him. I don't know.
I don't know if it would take... Maybe you take that bump, but, you know.
It'll take a bump. Maybe someone will take him out. Or they'll do... what the hell? Jacob Fatu did with Eric Andre a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was cool.
Maybe they'll do that.
Yeah. Because Roman's... Chris and I have this debate, but Roman's still a heel, I think.
I think Roman's a heel.
Yeah. The bloodline thing's really weird, because they'll act like baby faces sometimes, but then sometimes they're heels. But Roman's for the most part a heel.
I think he's still the manipulative person that he was in the Bloodline originally.
Yeah.
He never really actually turned face.
But other things I want to have us talk about. We just all of those card breakdowns. You haven't been able to talk about this yet. I kind of talked about it already, really. So, this was a while ago, but New Day's gone. Now Sheamus just recently gone, and it's basically both for the same reasons. Anything you want to say on that?
I like those guys sticking to their guns and not taking the pay cut.
Yeah, I think that's good.
They're making record profits. They can pay you.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because now no one's really a WWE lifer anymore.
No.
But
WWE's no longer like it. It's a portfolio.
Yeah. So.
It's not a mom and pop shop anymore.
But yeah, good for them to stick into their guns. The New Day one, I think pisses me off more because TKO could kind of see holding back on Sheamus because he's been hurt a lot and
he's at the end of his career.
He's like 48.
Yeah.
New Day's, I mean, they're pretty old. I say old, but they're like getting up there too. But like they can still like go, and they were pretty reliable. Either they're gonna land real well. I already hear the New Day's supposed to be going to AEW. That makes a lot of sense because
oh boy.
But we'll see what happens. Yeah. You know, they could go to a killer tag division and everything. Sheamus, I'm not really sure what comes to Sheamus. Probably the same thing, but I would.
It might go to AEW. I think Cesaro wanted him back, or Claudio.
Yeah. But other things. This Club WWE thing I told you about today.
Yep.
I'm gonna have you talk about it to see if you can get what I was even telling you.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
They want you to sign up for $100 a year for access to early merch, exclusive merch. By the way, you don't get that in the thing. It's just that's the payment to get in, and you pay more for the merch.
Yes.
Early access to tickets, which why would you just buy tickets anyway?
I don't know. Remember today, like
deal, like we'll give you a deal on tickets, even though you already paid $99 to get it.
I don't know.
It's stupid. No, it's a greed. That's all it is. It's all just corporate greed.
Yeah. I think the funniest thing today, because you mentioned this, like if you sign up today, you can get like early access to like SummerSlam. It was like something SummerSlam related, right? Like
yeah, you can get tickets to SummerSlam. I said, "Ooh, Owen, are you going to Minneapolis?"
And SummerSlam's like in a few weeks. People should already have their tickets, probably.
Yep. Are you flying out to the Twin Cities? Want to go look at a Juicy Lucy?
And then like you have it says like you get like exclusive like digital content. Like what the hell is that going to be like?
Oh yeah, exactly. From their perspective, you get little clips from Raw or off-air show.
Yeah, I don't know, but
pretty much the WWE Network. That was a good product.
Me too. The network, the Peacock. I mean, Peacock kind of got frustrating, but at least it was
still access any event you wanted to.
They killed the tape library.
Yeah, I know.
You can only go. You have to go on all these YouTube channels to even find like some of the old shows now and everything like that. Like sucks. They haven't added any of the lot. Like there's only a few like old Raws on Netflix.
Yeah.
SmackDown's gone.
Yeah, I think you need like a VPN, right? To sign up for like the British version of Netflix to get access to the old shows.
Yeah, which sucks. Yeah. But whatever. Yeah, so we did Club WWE. We did Sheamus. We did New Day. Mm-hmm. But something else was big we wanted to mention. Just WWE's in a real corporate mode right now. You know,
they're all about the money.
Yeah, all about the money.
Yeah, money.
Oh, AAA. How do you feel that's going?
Going well, I guess. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
but
I like AAA a lot. Undertaker's booking it. Maybe that could be why I like it so much. But you know,
big taker.
But I think he's done well. Never thought Undertaker would have booked a Mexican luchador like promotion type of thing. But you know, it's not just Taker. It's also Joey Boyash is working on it too.
That's good. Good for JB.
And yeah, that's going real well. You know, it's a really hot promotion. Triple Mania 2 nights they sold out. One's in Mexico and one's in Vegas. Obviously, the Vegas one selling out probably means more because I think in Mexico they probably sell it out.
Yeah.
Regardless, but good they could sell it out in Vegas. So, Yeah, so that's good. Triple H. I think Triple A is doing really well. Uh, you know, the El Grande Americano gimmick. Did you ever hear how that got over? Like,
It got over big in Mexico and not in the U.S.
yeah, and like when they were doing El Grande Americano versus OG, um, like the OG would be the babyface in America, and like the Ludwig one would be the heel, and you know,
Yeah, it's reversing.
yeah, it's the Bret Hart Team Canada situation all over
Yep.
again. Um, this is more of an AEW thing, but I'll mention it. Keith Lee. I don't know if you remember who that guy is.
Yep.
He might be retired, so he's had a lot of health issues. I think he had the same health issue that Triple H had all those years ago. Because he was supposed to face Swerve Strickland. This is kind of funny. They kept Swerve Strickland like turned on him, and they never like did the match, and they were gonna finally do the match like at the end of 2023, and then all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
And then we just haven't heard much from Keith Lee, and it's rumored he's retired. Him and Mia Yim just got like divorced too, so it's kind of sad to be a Keith Lee fan at the moment. So that's pretty sad. NXT, I know you can't talk about it, but that's doing pretty well. You know, they just had the first big PLE recently on the CW channel. It was really weird. It was kind of not a pay per view though, because you still got commercials because it was on CW, and they had to end the pay per view like exactly at 10 o'clock because the news is coming on. So, but that's doing well. I think NXT is doing well. They have a lot of some good talent getting caught up and everything like that. So, good for NXT. Oh, and then how do you feel about this one? Because this is a big talking point that WWE continues to kind of program AEW. I don't know if you like every time AEW has a big pay per view, WWE kind of programs it.
That's the business.
Yeah,
It's been the business for years.
I mean, isn't that how WrestleMania got started? Basically, like.
Yes. Survivor Series was meant to counteract Starrcade. And then I think they just switched it out for class champions instead. I think. So yeah, this has been a thing in the business for years.
Yeah. I would like it if they didn't sometimes, so AEW can like grow. But
they don't want that.
It's been a thing since AEW started. They tried it with NXT, and that failed miserably.
Yep.
I'd say it depends on the show. Like it sometimes fails miserably on WWE's end. This last time failed miserably. They tried putting up NXT against. Wasn't I think it was Double or Nothing actually. Mm-hmm. No, it's Forbidden Door. It's Forbidden Door. NXT did really bad in the ratings because of it, but I don't know if it was necessary because of AEW, because it was like, I think 4th of July weekend also.
Yeah.
So it's tough to really say if it was anything to do with AEW. Next week we'll see what like, because not next week, the next pay-per-view, because All In is the next time they'll go up against each other, and they'll throw in AAA and NXT at it. And All In is obviously AEW's biggest pay-per-view of the year. So we'll see what happens, but I can't think of anything else that like in wrestling that we really need to talk about. It's all pretty. How do you feel that you have to pay all this money to follow the product? Netflix.
I don't.
No,
I won't. I shouldn't.
You got your clips. I'm the idiot that does it. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm doing. I don't even. This Club WWE thing is this something I'm probably not gonna do.
You might throw it. I was like, nope.
I might. I don't even know what this is. Oh, John Cena Classic. I told you about this.
I don't know what it is.
So it's
no one knows what it is.
John Cena at Backlash, hyped up. He's gonna have this big announcement. We didn't really know what it was. We thought it was. We expected disappointment because this was right when the Pat McAfee stuff happened. So we expected like it was gonna be, because he's like the main focal point of this Club WWE thing. I don't know if you heard. Like anytime there's an ad for it, he's the centerpiece of it.
Way to go, John.
Because didn't they say one of the things you get is like something from his 17th time?
Oh yeah, it's like exclusive merch. Yeah.
So
that you can buy. We're not giving it to you.
What the hell is going on with this? But anyhow, so yeah, he came out on Backlash. He announced the John Cena Classic. He announced, because as you saw on his last show, um, every match except for his match was an NXT talent versus a main roster talent.
Mhm.
So he wants to continue that trend to showcase NXT versus main roster matches. And the way you crown a champion is, how do you think you would crown a champion if you were booking? Well, if you were booking this, what would it be the actual way you crown a champion?
You beat a guy.
It's not the case.
Nope.
So yeah, you could lose both your matches, but the way there's a men's and a women's champion, and it's fan voted. So like if you think somebody did say Javon Evans did real well in his match but lost, you could still vote him to be the John Cena Classic champion. So yeah, it's fan voted. We don't even know when this is gonna happen. To be fair, that might be because I imagine Cena's probably gonna be there when the first thing happens. Yeah. They probably want to work on his schedule. But yeah, Cena, this John Cena Classic, this could be a one and done. Even John Cena says this. Hey, if this sucks, at least we could say we tried it. I don't know if John Cena's really expected.
He's not expecting anything out of this.
So, whatever. But yeah, so the John Cena Classic doesn't sound like anything exciting. Last thing, how do you feel about title defenses? We're going through a lot of stretches now where not a lot of people defending the belts and everything like that type of thing.
Even though, well, some belts are, some belts are not.
Yeah.
I think it's. I think the rule is whatever the hell they feel like doing it with it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You shouldn't have 0.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be Liv Morgan when you have 0.
The rule I came up with was maybe mid-card belts, 30 days. If you can't defend your title, it's stripped, and then the world titles, it's like 60 days.
Yeah. But that hasn't been a thing for a long time.
Yeah. It depends on the guy. Brock Lesnar can get away with it because it made the belt feel important.
Roman Reigns.
I think if you're like but like Liv Morgan, I think too if the title just has to feel important too. Like the women's world title doesn't feel important. No. Both of them. When Dean Ambrose had the U.S. title, when he had that long reign, it wasn't very important type of thing. So, and then what about this? Like some of the top stars don't wrestle as much on like television. Like
that's fine. Save it for pay-per-view.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it sucks if you go to the shows though. Like you expect to see Cody wrestle. Yeah. I think sometimes they need to find better way to utilize them. Like I don't know if like when Roman and Punk did the Build of Mania, everything was just. They came out and did a promo and had a face-to-face. So just find better ways to utilize them. Ad City. And then we'll end it off because it's probably time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Ad City in WWE? Everything's a big ad.
Big thumbs down.
Hey, I guess we just pay extra for no ads, right?
Yeah.
Type of thing. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I think
they'll still sneak it in.
Huh?
They'll still
probably, yeah. But but yeah, we'll end this off. I think I can't really think of anything else left for us to talk about. I think we kind of talked about everything. Anything you want to plug and promote before we get out of here?
Nope. I got him.
On my side of things, check out All the Talkinator. My cousin and I just did a channel update video, kind of updating you what we're gonna do next year. The next 2 weeks we're gonna finish up the original Evil Dead trilogy. We're gonna do Evil Dead 2, Death by Dawn, and then Army of Darkness. So that will be fun. Maybe I'll tell you about because I've seen both the first two, but I haven't seen the third one. So
you have not seen Army of Darkness.
I have not yet. So
it is very silly.
So yeah, we'll have to see what that's like. This channel, Chris is gonna be taking a break for personal reasons. So I'll probably be holding on the fort. John and I discussed we might try to squeeze in a retro once a month.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done a retros in a while. Maybe tier list will squeeze in. You haven't done tier list before, so you might be a fish out of water when it comes to that. But we'll definitely try to squeeze in more stuff. But that's pretty much it, guys. And we will talk to you guys later.